What's going on, guys? It's your boy. I'm back. We're here today, Monday morning, trading the SPY, trading VVPR. I'm down 25 bucks on the day, and there's some valuable lessons that I have to share today. Now, I did trade last week. I didn't post any videos on, I think, what is it, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to go over some of the trades for those days, and I'm going to show you what I did today. But first, I want to thank you guys so much again for smashing that subscribe button. If you haven't yet, please do it. We're getting close to 1,400, and that makes me so happy. You know, it's really cool to see the sub count getting up there. But anyways, let's get that out of the way. So, what should I show first? Let's go over some of the trades from last week, because there is some really good lessons in here. Where is it here? Okay, so I was trading the Fed meeting. Now, this is something I didn't show. I think this was on Wednesday, where I already had that really, really big day, and I was willing to risk, you know, some of those profits, like $400, $500, $600, to further my gains. Now, I commented on that video and I said I made 600 bucks or something on the ES on the Fed release. So I want to show you that trade because I actually have it recorded. So I was already long in this area. I was risking the breakdown of here. And as we go into the meeting, I was looking to get short because I knew that into the meeting they would likely release news that would send the market higher, but first we would have a disgusting dump. Now, that's usually how these releases go, and usually how like earnings releases goes. You have like a move, and then like very short consolidation, and then an absolute rip the other way. So I was already long into this. The meeting is at 14 o'clock, and there. Now it's open. We have that mini consolidation that I talked about. We surged up a bit, mini consolidation, so I sell my long and I go short. Just one contract. Because this is the ES, not the MES. So I'm short. I'm already up like a full point. And this thing dumps. Absolutely dumps. And then I cover it into that wash. What a great cover. Because as the tape kind of starts reversing, the tape is really hard to read on this, I'm not gonna lie. The whole thing reverses. Like that could have just been gone just like that, those profits. Let's watch that one more time. So I'm long. The tape's not doing anything. Tape's still not doing anything. There, it speeds up into consolidation. I sell it and I go short, and the tape starts going frickin' crazy again, and then the tape slows down, so I sell it, and just like that, 400 bucks. It's crazy because that's one contract. There was 5 or 7, 8,000 contracts traded, 10,000 in the full minute, and if I had had 10 contracts, you know, there would have been another 0 on that. If I had 100 contracts, the amount of money that moves in this is just insane. So that was the ES trade on Wednesday, I think. I just have a few things recorded. I'm not sure what days these are from. I think this was a loser on Thursday. I didn't post this because I didn't have a video. I was looking to take it off of 727, buying the daily dip. That's my setup. So I tried to get in there. Let's just fast forward. So I'm in here for 500 shares. I get filled at 735. Now, here's where I make a mistake. Well, first off, I stop out there, and maybe right there the trade just should have been over. This clearly isn't working. But look at this. I saw this crazy buying. Like there's a whole lot of buying at that level, as if the opening range breakout was going to work. So I said, okay. The first time I tried it, I had to stop out. It didn't work. maybe it'll still work. You know, we just got bought back up. We closed the candle at that level. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to take it again. So I take it again with 500 shares. And of course, we just immediately dumped $7. So I'm thinking, all right, there's 40,000 shares at $7. If this breaks, I have to sell. Now, my mistake here was not having a hard stop. I thought I could time it by clicking, and you'll see it holds for a second, it bounces, and then it comes back down, and shorters are just slamming the bid. They're selling on the bid, smashing it, and it eventually consolidates just above 7, and then when it comes down to 7, you can see my finger there. See, I missed it. It was so quick. I don't even know if a hard stop would have worked, but I should have had one. $7, and it's gone. So I'm down $200 on this, and I'm just like, oh man. So there's a little pop here, and I just try to sell the whole thing on the ask, and it doesn't get filled, so I sell it on the bid. So I'm down $198, and I think that was it. You know, that just wasn't a good trade, you know? Like, I shouldn't have taken the trade again, and when I did take it again, I didn't have a stop, so that was 2 mistakes right there. Now, is there another trade I had recorded? Ooh, yes. AXGT, I think this was on Friday. This was a good trade. This was a really good trade. I was doing my typical halt, resume, washout long trades. Now, 725 is a level here that I had marked. It's the open price. It's kind of the level here that was respected. You can see here, just this area, like 720 to 725 is a support zone. Or it's a level that previously was support, and I think now will act as resistance. So it unhalts. I'm looking for a dip. I'm looking for the tape to slow down. So boom, we're dropping. I think we found a bottom here. The tape stopped moving. I bought in for 1,000 shares. I was very briefly down $50. Like, I would have had to sell here if we had kept cracking, like, you know, 720, like 24, 23. If this guy had broken here, I would have had to sell, but we were instantly bought up into the 30s. And then the 40s, there's a big buyer here, 10,000 shares. So I was looking for a quick shove past these highs. Now, my mistake was I sold at the highs for the full size, because the high here is 750. So we come up to 750. I put my shares up at 750, and they all get bought. And then we shove up here into the 70s, 60s, 70s. I could have easily sold up there and made an additional $100 or something, but that was a really quick trade. It was a pretty good trade, and just after that it dumps. So I always talk about these scalp trades. This is what happens when they don't work out. When you hold them for longer than you should, you know, again, if we look here at the buy, if we look here, I buy them. I buy on the ask. For some reason it tried to buy it. So there's that seller. Okay, that happened way too fast. So I bought the shares here. The momentum shifts. It surges up here through 40s, through the 50s. I sell all the way up to 50. It goes to 72. It pulls back, and then after that it just dumps. So you have to be really quick with these. I wouldn't recommend this kind of trade to someone that's just starting out or someone who's using bigger size, because when it goes wrong, it really goes wrong. What happened here? Yeah, so if I had still been holding through this, you know, I'm down $300 or something at this point. So can't hold those for very long, whether they work out or not. So that was that. Those were some of the trades from last week. Those weren't all the trades from last week. I'm not going to go over all of them. I wasn't posting because I wasn't feeling that well. Sometimes this happens where I need just a little break from YouTube. Like even this morning, I slept in by accident until 10 o'clock. So I didn't actually take a trade until 10:12. You can see here, this is my trades for today. There's nothing really happened today. Like I said, I'm down $25 today. I learned a lesson though today. So 10 o'clock, 10:12, you can see here, this is my trades for today. There's nothing really happened today. Like I said, I'm down $25 today. I learned a lesson though today. So 10 o'clock, 10:12, you can see here, this is my trades for today. There's today on the SPY, we're having an inside day, right? Oh man, I hate how that candle does that. You can see here clearly that, you know, we're kind of range bound. We're in this, no, not there. We're in this kind of, this pennant. We're in something. We're in some sort of consolidation right here. It depends on where you draw this, but you can see here, we're just range bound until we either have a breakout higher or a breakout lower. So on those types of days, you can't look for bigger moves. You have to take just the levels it's giving you. So I was short at a very, very good spot. I shorted it right, what time? 10, 12. 10, 11, 12. I waited for pre-market highs. You can see here, this is clearly a level. Pre-market highs, 10, 11, 10, 12. Right here. Literally exactly at that level I got short. Beautiful. Okay? So, you know, we're kind of grinding back down. We surge up. We double top. It's stuffed. And I said, okay, this is probably a good trade at this point. I just have to hold. So, breaks this low right here. Breaks this trend. Comes back up into 294.50. Gets absolutely stuffed again. Now, this is my mistake. I didn't take some off at pre-market lows. You can see right here, pre-market lows. Now, 294.06, let's call it. Anywhere in this area, though, so even 294.08. My entry was here. Beautiful entry. It comes down all the way to pre-market lows. If it's going to reverse, or if someone's going to take a long, it's going to be in this area. So I should have been covering, you know, 5 contracts here. And then it came up and it dies again. And I'm like, it looks, you know, this looks pretty bad. I think it's going to roll over and I'll cover down here, half of it, towards these lows. That's not what happened. So I had 2 opportunities to sell at a target that I should have been selling at on a day that's clearly not going to make a big move. So I made a mistake on my exit there. The trade idea was great. The entry was amazing. The exit, not so good. I got stopped out up here in profit. I was short here, so I believe I got stopped out somewhere right here. 1132. Yeah, right on this wick right here. Stopped out, and then it looks like we're going to move higher, but I don't know. We're still in this range. So I should be selling this and buying this. It's that simple. But I'm still learning, of course. You know, these are some of the mistakes I make. I'm always good at holding my winners, but on a day where it's not meant to be held, I guess, on this kind of range-bound day, I either have to keep my stop above here, which I didn't, or be taking profits at these levels, because this can do any. I have no idea what this is going to do, but I'm stopping. I'm down $28 on VVPR. I tried to take a quick trade here as it came back down to this high. So it broke out, it came back down. I tried to take it, and I didn't sell up here. Or where did I buy? Oh no, I bought on this candle, and then as it came down, I just sold. I didn't really like the way I was just jumping into it without it really confirming. So I only lost $28. But I'm just trying to be careful. Like, I like the futures. I'm focusing on the futures. And the penny stock world didn't really give that good of an opportunity, other than this wedge breakout was actually pretty nice. But I was just so not interested in this on this volume. Like, look at how crap this volume is. So that's my day today. Happy to be back. I feel kind of recharged. I got a lot to do this week. I'm working the other job a lot this week as well, so I kind of have more time to clear my mind. I like listening to podcasts while I do that. The trading podcast, Chat with Traders. Love that podcast. I would recommend it to you guys. So, yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything else to say. I showed you guys some trades from last week, kind of how I'm feeling, what's going on. Asked you guys to smash that sub. I appreciate it. I showed you the trades from today. Really an uneventful day, but this could have easily been one of those days where I go, oh, okay, let's buy for this. Let's just buy for this trend. It's not really my setup, but let's buy it, 1,000 shares, and then boom, I'm down $200-300, and I'm wondering why I overtraded. Today, I'm not wondering why I overtraded. I took literally just 2 trades. Did I even? Yeah, I only took VVPR once, and I only took MES once. So I'm training that muscle of don't just jump into things. Let the trades come to you, and just being kind of indifferent over your P&L on the day. Like, I always am trying to have such a big day just to prove to myself that I'm a good trader and to have a good video and all this stuff. But that's not what you need to reinforce with trading. You need to reinforce discipline, waiting for your setups, and then attacking when they're here. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.